I finally dialed in my wrapping machine and everything else to be able to insulate copper strip in a larger quantities. In here is enough material for 2 coils of a 7-inch larger version of the coil. See how nice it is? There is no bubble, no air anywhere. It's all nicely solid. Attached the insulation, and I'm using this Kapton tape. This is 30mm wide and strip is 15mm wide. So as it wraps around the strip, there is going to be a little bit of exposed copper right here. This is how it's being wrapped. So in this video I'll be showing you guys the process from raw material. This is 0.8mm, I have 0.5mm, and I have some 0.3mm. We're gonna work with 0.8mm, and I'll show you step by step from the beginning how to get from raw copper strip to finished strip which is insulated and ready to wind the coils. So let's get started. Okay, so this is an overview of my wrapping machine, wrapping setup. It consists out of a couple modules. Inside here is wrapping setup itself, and over there is a drill which connects to the reducer, and I can have it spool either way. I'll show you later. Also, there is a buffer. This buffer I have, it's somewhat a grinding wheel, but it's soft. It's not for like a rock. It's soft. It's 180 grit. Let me show you. So you get them from AliExpress. They're like a few dollars each, and you can do a few coils, probably like 5-6 coils with one wheel. It starts with like a 6-inch diameter and then it gets smaller. So let's start with driver here. I used old DeWalt, and I took the battery out and I opened it up and I accessed wires from the drill itself, and I pulled them out and I connected to my own power supply. So this is 12 volt toroidal transformer. It's 110 coming in, 12 volt comes out, then it goes to the diode bridge. It's a diode bridge here, converts from AC to DC, and then it goes to the switch here. That's for reverse polarity. And if I turn it on, I can have it spin one way, it spins the other way. This is the reducer. With this reducer I can, and in addition to the reducer, I have a speed here, 3 speeds. So on the lowest it spins like this. So those are speeds that I can do. Usually, sometimes I use it on a 3rd speed, sometimes on the 1st speed, depends on what I do. So that's there. In here is my counter for the strip. So as I wind from this coil to this coil, I run my strip underneath here, and in here I can count in meters the length of the strip. So that is useful too. When I need to cut the strip, I can wind exactly as much as I need and cut it. So that's there. This is the wrapping machine module. I can take it off. There is a couple screws in here. So for smaller coils, I use this to hold my copper, raw copper, and I'll wind it into here, and in here I'll keep my Kapton tape, and Kapton tape's gonna go into here as well. This is wheel which pushes as the strip comes through. It pushes and glues the Kapton tape to the bottom of the copper strip, and then a strip goes through here. This thing wraps it around. It's pretty basic configuration. I made this part from 2 pieces, and I soldered them in here. So this piece is it's circuit board 0.8 millimeter circuit board copper cloth material, and then I cut the strips here, and then I twist them around and I solder them inside here. So as the copper strip comes through, it wants to wrap it around, and then as it comes out here, if I use 0.6 millimeter strip, then I'll just wind it onto this spool here. I can attach my drill on the other side here, and I can spool it onto this spool that supports it. So this is the wrapping machine. Now yeah, basically on this side is the same setup as on that side, except there is no motor drive here. I always unspool from here and spool onto that side. Buffer, I do use a buffer for cleaning the strip wire, because it's been cut with the wheels. As the copper comes through, it's being cut in sections, so when it cuts, when the wheel pushes and cuts it, on one side it's smooth, on the other side it's razor sharp. So if I don't remove the sharpness from the edge of the copper strip, let me show you. So this is the copper strip. On this side here, edges is smooth. I don't need to do anything about here, but on this side it's sharp, and this is sharp here on this edge. So I have to remove this sharpness first before putting it into wrapping machine for wrapping it. So let me show you the setup for removing this sharp edge. Okay, let's talk about these spools. By the way, files to 3D print the spools will be available on my website. Down below this video I will be posting a link, and in a couple of days you can visit there and upload and 3D print these spools. So one of them is a left spool and another one is right spool. So if you look here, you see the strip goes in here and then wraps to the left. On this one, strip comes in and wraps to the right. It's easier to work with this setup if you have one left and one right one. Later I'll show you why. It happened that this spool with copper strip has got sharp edge on the inside, and for me I need to have a sharp edge on the outside. So I will need to rewind the spool and flip it 180 basically, so the sharp edge will be on the outside. With my drill I place the coil onto the spool and I wrap it tight. Then I put Kapton tape around to hold it so it doesn't unwind. Now I can load it into here. Here we go. Let's turn it on. Now I gotta catch it when it runs out at the end, and just gotta wait. So okay, now that I have a sharp edge on the outside, it's sharp here, I will put this spool onto here and we'll start unwinding it into this channel here underneath. This is a guiding wheel, and it will go into this another guider. The strip goes inside through here and comes out on this side, and it would go into this coil here. So let me set it up. Okay, I have it set up. Strip comes out of here, goes into this guiding wheel, goes into the holder. With this holder I can go up and down, and I can apply pressure as the wheel spins. I can apply pressure and remove the sharp edge from there. This part of the cleaning sharp edge of the strip is a bit dusty, so I have to put some wet towel on the back here to catch the dust. This is another guiding wheel. This prevents from strip to go up, and basically helps me to keep it all straight here as I push the strip down, and then it will be winding onto here. So let me get it started, and I'll show you how it is. So let's turn on the buffer, and usually go on a speed number 2. Got to the end of it. This is the end. So right now this side is not sharp, this side is still sharp. So if we look at the strip, you can see this side where is already buffed a little bit, scratched up, so it removed the edge, and that side is still raw. So next step is I'll switch it again, put it over there, and then run it on the other side, so both of my sides will be smooth. Okay, now it's the same thing as I did a first run, just flip the strip 180 degree so the sharp edge is on this side, and added another wet towel because it produces a lot of dust, and I'll go ahead and run it and show you when it's done. Just wanted to show you how much dust I was able to catch. All that could be in the air. So now we have our strip. As you can see from both sides, it's been stripped. In here is not, and over there is. Okay, the next step is we're gonna smooth both of the edges with steel wool, and also clean from the top and bottom with the steel wool, because in some of the spots there is corrosion already start taking, because this strip has been laying around for a while, and I want to make sure that it's clean so that when I apply tape, it sticks to it very well. So we'll clean top and bottom and sides with steel wool, about number 2 steel wool. I'll show you the step. Now that I have removed the sharp edges from 2 sides, the next task is to smooth everything on the edges here and clean the top and bottom. And for that I am using this steel wool number 2, and I'll have a couple of them, and I'll just wrap them around and turn on my pulley on speed number 1, so it's slowly spinning, and I'll be going back and forth cleaning it. So here I pre-clean it already. See how it looks, and it's smooth on both edges, like very smooth, and here is still rough. You see, like in some spots, like right here, there is a oxidation going on. Some moisture got in there, and there is more. So here it's a little rough. It's not sharp, but it's a little rough, and I want to smooth it out. So underneath here I have a couple steel wools pieces, and then I wrapped it around with the Kapton tape, and I'll turn my drill, and we'll be going back and forth as it rolls slowly and removing the sharp edges. We'll be doing that with both hands. So I'll get on it. Let me show you how it looks once I finish with this spool here. So the next, I will need to clean my spool that goes in here really well, so there is no dust in here of any kind, like this tiny particles of dust. Everything needs to be clean, and I will be using acetone, and will unspool from here and wipe the strip with acetone to remove any grease off of it. This way, when I put the Kapton tape around it, it will stick to it very nicely. I just want to show you how dirty is copper strip. This is not running all the way. This is maybe 1/4 of the way. So I have this first. This is dry. This removes any dust first, accumulates here, and then second one with the acetone to remove all the grease and the rest of the copper shadings, dust as well. Now we're ready for a wrapping machine. Take a look at this. See how nice and clean it is. It looks like new. Let me set it up. Here is my final setup. I gotta be honest, this is the best part of the whole procedure, the most satisfactory one. So I have my wire comes in here, the Kapton tape comes in here, the sticky side to the top. In here, tape being pushed and glues to the copper strip, and in here tape wraps around, and here comes out finished strip. So all I gotta do is turn it on, and I use a second speed and just observe it. Okay, here we are at the finish line. Let me finish it up. Here we go. Okay, I'll take it out and show you how it looks. Okay, how about that? No bubbles anywhere on the edges. No bubbles here. It looks perfect to me. Can't complain. Okay, here it is. Side by side with 1 millimeter. This is 0.8 millimeter and this is 0.5 millimeter. You see the difference? So this will yield me one 7-inch coil. This will give me two 7-inch coils, and in here probably enough material for 1.5, maybe 2 coils. That's 1 coil, enough material. There is 3 pounds here. Okay guys, if you like the video, subscribe. In my next channel, next video, I will be showing you how to wind the coil using this finished strip wire. And give me thumbs like if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.